It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Prescott to throw. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 27. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go, set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Back to throw. That's complete, David Njoku. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
That one complete to Njoku. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll throw on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, no weak links to begin this contest, Brock. First, their defense does work, and now the offense playing at a high level, too. Oh, you mean like a 3-and-out into a touchdown drive? Exactly.
Yeah, that's your dream of how to start every game, and you're thrilled when you can see it executed because, let me tell you, it doesn't happen very often in this league.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
First down. Here's Dak. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. So it's second down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Setting up the screen. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yeah, here we go.
On first down, they'll run. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Kill. Yeah, here we go.
Prescott will look to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's caught for the first. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll run here on first down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dak now from the gun. Intercepted in the end zone. Grant tilted in to pick it up. And the Browns will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He fires one deep down the middle. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Dak off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Fullback dive up the gut. And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser use stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And we get to see the new kickoff rules come into play right away here in Week 1, Brock. Since it hit in the landing zone and then bounced into the end zone, the touchback only comes out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
19 tight. Come on, set.
2nd and 4. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set up. Come 19. Trap 60. Set up.
He'll throw it yet again. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They've got a man in motion. They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go!
This will be caught by Cooper.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here we go.
Pass play now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Throwing on first is Prescott. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing again is Dak. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. George Pickens, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And he got all of that one, that's for sure, but with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motion man left is Lamb. 2nd and 8. Hits his running back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Dak to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down.
Go!
He's back to throw. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
He brings it in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
1st down, here's Dak. He's going to push one deep down the right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
79 Broncos.
To throw it on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Tag 65, yeah, 65, yeah.
Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he'll go down here at the 16. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 16. Has it in close. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. That's a Cleveland touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. There go 46. 26.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here.
There go 46.
1st and 10, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Dak throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Browns have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They go play action here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down.
Kill. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott here from the gun. He's looking deep once again. And they pick him off again. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns looking like they'll start this season with a win. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake here. On the quick slant, it's Njoku. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
And the Browns, 1st down.
19 light.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. This throw is cut. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's 1st and goal. Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his 2nd rushing score of this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this 2nd half.
Well, we know it because we call these games week to week, Kate. Almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail-biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Dak off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for George Pickens that time. So second down coming up.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
Throwing again is Dak. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New set of downs for them from the 46. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be second down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Second down, here's Prescott again. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Another throw for Prescott. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Aubrey Good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Ready? 18, right. 18, right. Ready?
They go play action on first. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out.